Hi. So I haven't made a video this week, and also if this one looks different than normal, that's because I'm not filming like how I normally am. This is kind of like a last minute, I'm gonna complain about something because it's so annoying to me, which I don't know if anyone else has had this problem. Probably not, because this is my luck. My phone just stopped working, which is, here, wait, I'll get it, give me a minute. Which is normally what I use, like, it's been doing this for the past, I want to say like 3 hours, not even, longer. It's been doing that for almost 5 hours now since, what time is it now? It's like it's 3 o'clock basically, and it's been doing this since 10, so that's 3 hours. 5 hours, 3 hours. That's 5 hours that's been doing this. I've asked a whole bunch of people, and right now what I'm filming on is which I am now calling Old Reliable, like Old Faithful, my iPod 5. I normally record all of my YouTube videos on my phone because that's easiest for me to do. So I've been contacting all of my friends. I'm like, hey, what should I do about this off of my iPod? And they're like, and one person, a bunch of people are like, one of my really great friends, like shout out to Emily, who I'm great friends with. She moved away a while ago, but like still great friends with her. She's like, she gave me a suggestion of like 10 things. She's like, try restarting it, try maybe unplugging it, flipping it around, like flipping the cord around and doing all these things. So I tried that, nothing worked. And then, so I asked other people like if they knew anything, because usually people, this could have happened to them and then they have like things that they did for their phone that worked. One kid was like, why don't you try plugging it in? Don't you think I have tried plugging it in? It is plugged in. What do you mean? Why don't you try use your brain for a minute. Because if you have ever used an Apple product, you know that if it's dead and it's plugged in, it just shows the battery. But if it's not plugged in, it shows like the little cord thing. Also, how does an iPhone always have enough battery to like show you that, but it doesn't have enough battery to turn on? Like, why? So I'm really upset because like I haven't actually uploaded this video because it was being a pain in my butt to upload before, so I just deleted it. But it was like, comment down below if you want to actually see this video, which I don't care if you say no or if you say yes, I'm still gonna upload it like next week. If I do it on time, which I will try to actually do things on time, but like last week was really crazy because we had like Veterans Day and blah, 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 and all that fun stuff, and I actually didn't really have that many spares this week because my spare, I had to redo a science test, which it was like a science safety test, and you needed at least 80% to pass and to like be able to do all of the science experiment things. And I got, it was 26 points. I got like 20, what did I need, 21, and I got 20 or something like that. Like, I was 1 point off, and I'm like, oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. And I saw like 2 different places where my teacher like scribbled out 0.5 and 0.5. I'm like, what? You're telling me I was so close to getting 80, but you just decided not to? But I'm not upset about that because I think I got like 88 or something on the next, after I redid it. So that was fine. So that was one spare. I had a spare on Monday. Yeah, I had a spare on Monday, but I don't usually record videos on Monday because I think I had, what did I have? I think I had a friend coming over or something. I don't know. But I didn't do it on Monday. Then Tuesday, I didn't have a spare, so I couldn't do it that day. Wednesday, I had to redo my math test, so I couldn't do it that day. Thursday, I didn't have a spare. Friday, I stayed, oh wait, no. Friday, I didn't have a spare. Thursday, I had a spare. Wednesday, I didn't have a spare. Tuesday, I had a spare. Monday, I didn't. Okay, so like, I think out of 5 days, I had a spare only 2 days, and one of those days, I was doing something, and the other one, I don't even remember what I was doing, but I think I was going to, but I never did, or something like that. I have no idea, but I didn't record a video then, so I couldn't do that. But anyways, back to what I was saying before. Like, the video that I was gonna upload was, like, the differences between, like, what it's really like having divorced parents or something like that. I don't know. It's, like, a 15-minute video where I try to be a relatable human being. But I didn't do that. So what that has to do with this is, like, my dad bought my phone, and he was saying, like, you can't break it. If you break it, we're not going to replace it, blah, 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 blah. And my dad is, you'll understand this more after I explain it in the video, but my dad's the type of person where, like, he'll blame other people. Not saying that he's, like, a horrible human being or anything like that, but, like, I didn't do anything to my phone to make it do this. So, like, I didn't drop it and crack it all through, like, everything and yada, yada, yada. Like, I didn't drop it. I think I might have dropped my phone once or twice, and even at that, I don't know if you can, let's try, yeah, I don't even think you can see it, but there's, like, a small crack, like, right along the corner here, and it's, like, not even on the screen. It's, like, a hairline fracture, if anyone who has ever, like, fractured a bone or broken a bone understands what I'm talking about. But, like, it's basically a paper cut. Like, you can't even tell where it is until I point it out. I only know where it is because I can see it really well. But it's more like a scratch than a crack. So I haven't dropped my phone, so it's not that. But my dad is the type of person that would say, oh, what did you do to your phone? Why is it not working? So there's that fun thing. And I'm not even at my dad's till Wednesday, so it's not like my mom can go to my phone company and be like, hey, fix this, because she doesn't pay for it, and I don't think she can actually do anything about it unless she takes me to, like, the Apple store where I live, which is halfway across the city. Because I live near, like, our perimeter. So, like, I live, like, let's say, all the way south in my city. Where the Apple store is in my city is northeast, would be all the way north if I live all the way south. So it's literally across the city. So it's kind of like a pain in the butt to go there. But I still haven't, like, told my mom, hey, like, my phone's broken, not working, because she's still at work. So I was going to tell her when she gets home, but I don't want to tell her, and then, like, she comes home expecting my phone to not be working, and then it, like, charges mysteriously. But it doesn't look like it is, because we're at hour 5, and it's still not charged, so. And I thought that this was weird at first, because, like, I had my phone plugged in all night, because I think it was only at, like, 10%, or something like that. Yeah, I think it was at, like, 10%. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll plug it in then. So I let it charge all night, and then I woke up and it said it was dead. So I was like, oh, maybe I didn't actually, like, maybe it came unplugged or something. Because sometimes, yeah, like, I thought maybe it came unplugged, because, like, sometimes I'll do that. Like, I'll go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, take my phone with me as, like, a flashlight. But, and, like, I thought, oh, maybe I just didn't plug it back in. So I looked, and it was still plugged in. I'm like, that's really weird. So I'm like, okay, maybe, like, I don't know, my cord stopped working. I thought it had something to do with, like, my cord or the thing that you plug into the wall. Or the, whatever. You know what I'm talking about, I hope. But it wasn't, so I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this? Like, what's happening? Because I plugged my iPod in with the cord that I had my phone plugged in and the plug that I had my phone plugged into. And I changed, like, the wall plug. And my iPod started charging right away. I'm like, okay, that's really weird. So I looked up, and it's like, maybe there's dust or something inside of where you would plug your phone into. So I checked that. I took what it said, like, I don't know, like a toothpick or cotton swab. And I took a cotton swab and, like, just swabbed around to get all of the dust out. There was a lot of dust in there, so I recommend, like, cleaning that. Because you don't think you need to until, like, you do it, and then you're like, oh, God, that's disgusting. So I cleaned that all out, and it still was not working. Like, it's still not charged. So I'm like, oh, my God, I don't know what to do. I'm at the point where I'm going to throw my phone at my fridge. Like, I am at that point where I'm just gonna break my phone in half. Like, if you've ever seen Supernatural, love that show, by the way. If they could sponsor me, that'd be great. Just saying. I know I'm not going to, though, because, like, hopes and dreams. But I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna break my phone in half like what Dean from Supernatural did that one episode. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do that. But then I thought to myself, if I do that, then my dad will get mad at me because then I would have broken my phone. And I can't prove to him that it's not charging. That's why I decided to make this video as like a makeup for how I didn't record a video last week. So this is gonna be this week's video. Yeah, I'm really sorry I didn't make a video last week. I really should have. I am so sorry. But yeah, that's my small rant this week. I am so upset by this, though. Like, I sound really calm, but that's because I kid you not, I've been walking around my house for the past hour just screaming at the top of my lungs. I'm so happy that no one else is home, but I think I scared my dog because I can't find him anywhere. Literally, he's not in his cage, he's not in the bathroom, he's not in my mom's room, he's not downstairs, he's not underneath my piano. I have no idea where this dog is, so I'm gonna have to, go and find him and make sure he's not, having a panic attack or something. And then I started bawling my eyes out because I was so upset, and I'm like, oh my god, I haven't cried this much since my parents' divorce. You know how people have bags when they're really tired? I would have that in grade 3 or 4. And my teacher called my mom, told the principal and called my mom and said, Story's not getting enough sleep, blah, 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 blah. And my mom's like, no, she's getting enough sleep because I was 10 and I'd fall asleep at 10:30. I'm a healthy child. But I'd go to sleep at 10:30. But the thing would be, I would cry myself to sleep every night because my parents would be fighting all the time. Just, in case you didn't know, now you know, kind of thing. But yeah, so, I'm like, oh my god, I haven't cried this much since my parents' divorce, which was, wait a minute, it's, reaching 10 years soon. I think I was in grade 3, I'm in grade 10, 7 years, 3 more years, and we're, wow. Wow, it seems so long ago, I guess, because I was so young that I don't remember my parents being together that much. I do, but I don't. I remember us going to, we did a whole road trip. We drove all the way across the U.S. We went from where I live in Canada all the way to Orlando. I think it was, we were gone for almost a month. So that was cool. And then we drove all the way. I've been to every single province in Canada, and I think out of 50 states in the U.S., 50 or 50? There's 50. Who told me that there were 52? Someone told me there were 52. No, there's 50. Or are there 51? No, I think people say 51, but they're counting, District of Columbia, but that's not an actual state. Fun fact, I'm not American, but I know these weird things. I watch Hamilton a lot. But, yeah, so I think out of 50 states, I've been to at least 30, maybe? Yeah, because I've been to the whole, I've been all up top, so the top part of the U.S., and then I made, a upside-down L, so, I've been, this on the states. So I've been to the whole I've been to the whole East Coast side, and then all, northeast, northwest, and just north, and then I've been to some in the middle. So, yeah, I should actually count this out. I'll count it out for my next week's video, and I will tell you how many U.S. states I've been to. Comment down below on next week's video how many U.S. states you've been to, because that'd be great to know. And yeah, so that's it for this week's video. I'm gonna go and, try to figure out what's going on with my phone and not have a mental breakdown. It's fine. I'm perfectly fine. It's fine. Deep breaths, Story. Deep breaths. Bye.